It's pretty amazing how everything you need to open and close a garage door can come in a single box. But here it all is. The motor assembly, the tracks, the trolley that's going to go up and down the track, the belt that holds the trolley in place, and then the pulley on the other end to hold the belt in place.
Yeah, you lay everything out on a tabletop like this, and it really goes pretty quickly. What we're going to do right now is take our rail, attach it to our motor here. Miriam, if you can just lift that up.
Yep.
Keep that as horizontal as possible, up just a little bit more on your end. Let's give it a shove here. There we go.
Now we attach the end of the belt to the trolley, thread it through the pulley on this end. You take that, Dean?
All right. We haul it all the way down here once we get it through the end there, and then we just wrap it around our motor mount, making certain that we keep the rib surface on the inside up against our pulley on the top of the motor. Bring it back down here to hook back up to the trolley again. And to do that, it's a little bit of a tricky operation. You take our spring mechanism, and then you clip that to our belt, and then you just activate the spring to get some good tension going.
Just like that.
Okay.
Okay. All right, we've got our bracket attached above our opening here, and Dean's going to put a 2x4 down for proper spacing, and now we're ready to hoist the unit up into place.
Okay, if you can grab it on the other side.
Yep, and then we'll secure it to our bracket with a pin.
Oops. Try to leave the ceiling intact while you're doing this. It's the best way to handle it. You got it there?
Yep. Here we go.
All right, now it's time to attach the opener to the ceiling. Again, we have it perched up on a 2x4. That gives us the perfect height. Then using this angle iron gives us a very strong connection to the ceiling.
Just make sure everything is nice and tight.
And one thing you want to make certain when you're putting the angle iron on the ceiling, you're tying into some good framing.
Once the motor is attached, we want to hook up the protector system, which is going to keep the door from closing down on pets or children. So that's a very critical safety feature. Okay.
To attach our trolley to the door, we use a couple of pieces right here. This smaller curved arm gets attached to the door by using this bracket right here. And then the straight arm attaches to the trolley like this, and then they just bolt together wherever they meet. Pretty good system. Accommodates a lot of different heights and sizes of doors.
Once the opener is running, there are a few critical adjustments to set the opening and closing limits, as well as the proper force. Just make sure that you really check your instructions on this step. Make sure everything's operating right and operating safely. This one comes with two 3-button remote controls, so we can control a couple of lights as well as opening and closing the door. On the outside, there's a keyless entry with a number pad. And then by the door to the house, there's another control, which helps you open and close the door. And there's also some bells and whistles on here, the time, the temperature, way to lock the door, and then a way to turn the light on and off.
So now we've got a well-insulated 4-panel garage door and an opener with some wonderful functions.